Kalen Johnson here in Indianapolis, Indiana at the Indianapolis Fire Department, Station 15 with Ultimate Fighter competitor Shamar Bailey. Shamar, how you doing this evening?
Doing good, sir. How are you?
Doing great, man. So tell us a little bit about what you do here at the Fire Department.
Basically we come in here and we put our gear on the truck and we basically live here for 24 hours and this is the neighborhood that we service, and if they call 911, whether it's medical related or fire related, we do our best to help out.
And how's it feel knowing that you can help save people's lives on a daily basis?
It's a good feeling if we get that opportunity and if we get that job done. To us it's just our job, and so we don't really think about it like that too much. But it's a good feeling to have a positive impact on people's lives for sure.
But of course you're also a fighter now. So say you're filling out a paper, they ask what your occupation is, and you can put one thing down. What do you put?
I put firefighter/fighter. That's what I put down. They go together.
So let's say you got a UFC title shot coming up. You got to put a lot of time into it. How does being a firefighter affect that? Would you have to take time off?
I would have to take time off. Honestly, to train the way I need to for a fight. But the fire department is very supportive of my career in fighting, so they do what they could for me in that aspect.
Looking at your Facebook, a lot of people's learned who you are through the Ultimate Fighter show. How was that experience with the whole filming and living in the house with those guys?
The experience on the Ultimate Fighter show was to me, it was amazing. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the opportunity to learn from some good coaches and good training partners. But I was happy to get out of that house ASAP as well. So it's a double-edged sword there.
And looking back, how the editors really put everything together, and they can kind of create personas with how they show at what point. What do you think about how they not only portrayed you, but everybody else in the house?
I think the producers did a really good job as far as how they edited the film. Everybody's coming off on camera pretty much the way they were. There's a few things here and there, kind of hit and miss, like me rubbing lotion on Ramsey's back. I did not jump on the opportunity to rub lotion on his back. I told him no like 10 times in a row, and then I finally cracked and said okay, and that's the only thing they showed. So things like that you gotta watch out for. Just want to let you know.
And of course, you're Junior's first pick. How'd that make you feel?
Being Junior's first pick, I was just happy to be on Junior's team, really. I felt like I was one of the better fighters there, if not the best fighter there, and it was definitely cool to be picked first for Junior's team.
And are you still in contact with them at all after the show?
Me and Junior, we stay in contact a little bit, hit and miss Facebook or Twitter, but for the most part, Junior's focusing on his fight, and I'm focusing on what's next for me. So.
And how's he affected your game as a fighter?
Junior, he's very good at not only dealing with the skill set, but also the mental and just covering, what you need to be thinking when you go out there, the day before your fight, the day of your fight, and then actually when you walk into the cage. So for me, Junior has definitely been good for my mental for fighting as well.
And obviously you can't give anything from the show away, but where do you see yourself about a year from now? The show's done airing, you've had a few fights.
Yeah, obviously being on the show is awesome. It's huge for your career and being marketable and people getting to know you. But all that matters at the end of the day is what you do in the octagon after the show's done. So I definitely see myself, winning fights, and I want to put together a definite win streak in the UFC. And as long as I do that, I see my career taking off for sure.
A lot of people talk about Brock and him as a coach on the show. Some people like his attitude, some don't. What do you think watching back on the show?
I think as far as Brock is concerned, I've never been a big fan of the guy, but one thing you can't take away from Brock is he's being himself. He's not putting on an act for the cameras or anything. That's who he is, and so you can't take that away from him, whether it's what you like or not.
You fought 2 times in Strikeforce. Now you're with the UFC. What do you think about the merge there? Not the merge yet, but potentially having the welterweights from there come over, potential fights for you.
Yeah, the whole deal with Zuffa buying out Strikeforce, that's awesome, for the sport. I think it's going to create some big fights in the future, and at the end of the day, it's up to the powers that be to determine what the future of that is going to be. But as far as the potential for big fights, I'm looking forward to that.
Well, Shamar, we appreciate the time. Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans before we go off?
Hey, just thanks to everyone for your support. Hopefully to do big things in 2011, and follow me on Facebook and at Twitter at Shamar Bailey, and God bless you all. Thank you.